Another one of our reviews. I'm the Worm and this is the Proton. Today we're going to be doing a juice review that we did receive free of charge from John at e-smokeless.co.uk, but this will not affect our review in any way, shape or form.
Not at all. What we're doing today is the cigar flavour from e-smokeless.co.uk. We've got it in three strengths, 12, 18, 24. The reason there's not a 6 on this one, guys, is because it's not available at the minute. Alright, John's increasing his lower nick range, but more on the side of what people are actually requesting and requiring, as opposed to just getting everything and sort of leaving himself with loads of stock that's sat there. So, 3 strengths on this one. Easy stuff. Do you want to
go first on 24?
Okay.
Yeah, we're
okay.
on 24.
24 milligram strength, guys. Yeah, let's go.
Obviously, guys, you've got tactile labels. Chip compliant as well. You've got child safety caps. All the lids come shrink wrapped as well, so they are completely sealed and untouched when you actually receive them, which is always good for us, especially if you're planning on to go away. You can actually take these in your suitcase abroad. We've had this confirmed by several people. We haven't done it ourselves, but it's pretty much guaranteed that as long as they've got the shrink wrap on them, you can take them aboard with you, so that's always good. These bottles you get from John as well are the very nice little Nido nose tops as well, so always good. That they're perfect for filling cartos and any kind of tank system really anyway. It's better to have them rather than not. We don't know on PG-VG ratios exactly, guys, because obviously they chop and change them, but it's around about 80% PG.
There you go.
Strong?
It wasn't to start with. Right, what I'm getting is an itchy nose from the nicotine. My typical strength is 12, guys, so these 24s I do have an impact like this, so you're not probably going to get this at 24s your regular strength. In terms of throat hit, I'm getting, it started off around a 2, and after the minute or two that I've aped it there, you see, it's now about a 6. It's kind of built up a little bit, so if you're after a throat hit, you're going to get it with this one. The flavour itself is kind of like a, not super rich, like sort of semi-rich tobacco. It definitely tastes cigar-like, but it's not. The problem, it's not smooth like it would be in a lot of cigars. It's more of in this 24 with the nicotine, I'm guessing as well, cutting in. It's more of a sort of cut-in cigar, if that makes sense. It's more of an immediate flavour. Where cigars tend to be a very, very round your mouth flavour. This is more of a punch of cigar flavour and a punch of cigar flavour.
Yeah, on the 24, I'm getting
12.
It's 18, isn't it?
Oh, 18.
Yeah. In the 24, it's like Mr. Brown says, it's not a typical round your mouth cigar. It's more on your tongue cigar, immediate punch of flavour. And then on the exhale though, it does feel a lot more like a smoother cigar, because obviously it's cooled down a little bit and the taste has weaned off a little bit. But yeah, it's nice. It's just not in my desired nicotine strength, because it's giving me a little bit, I wouldn't say massive throat hit, because you know me by now, guys, I don't really get a lot of throat hit. I'd say about a 2, but that's quite high for me, so
2. Right, the 18 for me, that's kind of, it's less on the throat hit side of things. It's definitely a little bit sweeter. The flavour's definitely lingering a little bit longer for me anyway. It still tastes like the same tobacco that's in the 24, which it should do because it's the same flavour, but to me it's a slightly sweeter, slightly richer tobacco, more all-round cigar-like experience, if you like. One thing, or you probably will notice if you watch a lot of these reviews, guys, is this a trend? This is a trend that follows. As we come down in nicotine strengths, the liquids become more appealing to us, and this is just sort of proof that you desire your own nicotine strength. So in your nicotine strength, you will probably be experiencing what we do at the 12. That's just how it is.
You need to change that. Yeah, so I was just giving the 12 to change over. Yeah, the 18 is exactly the same flavour. Throat hit, about 1.5, it's obviously dropped off slightly. It's only the next strength down. I don't get much massive throat hit, so yeah, there is like it's more on the sides of my tongues now. I'm getting like a slight sweetness on the sides of them, so it's not massive compared to what the other one was. It's just a little bit sweeter, and the actual cigar tobacco seems to be coming through just a little bit more. It's a little bit more rich in that respect, but other than that, it's exactly the same. And yeah, it's actually quite nice.
I'm not going to sit about this for long because I don't need to, purely because, well, that's what I did to the bottle of it, like down there. Yes, I did, I annihilated this bottle a bit. In the 12, which is my strength, it's, again, another step down on the throat hit, so I'm not getting much throat hit on that one for me. The flavour itself is sweeter again, it's more of on your tongue sweetness this time. It's all around your mouth. The flavour itself is still the same, but it's less harsh because of the nicotine, again, my desired strength. And this to me, I'm trying to think of a cigar that I can liken this to. The flavour I put in my mouth now, having stopped vaping it, it's kind of like, you know, the Hamlet Light miniatures you get, the really, really mild ones, it's kind of like that. That's the flavour I'm left with, but it doesn't taste necessarily like that when I'm vaping it. It tastes sweeter than they do to me.
Yeah, so I'm borderline on the sneeze here. The flavour's got right up my nose. Again, yeah, it's no throat hit now, to be honest. 12 is where I vape at. I don't really receive any throat of many 12s, and if I do, it's generally a flavour throat hit. But this one's more of a it's like a tickle of tobacco throat hit. If I'm to be honest, it's like, it's not really a throat hit. It's just like I can feel it on my throat rather than it's actually like hitting me in the throat. The flavour's the same again. Again, this is slightly a little bit sweeter, which we tend to find with the lower nicotine strengths. But yeah, I have to agree, it's very similar to the miniature Hamlets. I don't know how many people smoke cigars out there, or did smoke cigars, but generally when I smoke cigars, I used to dip the end in my beer, which gave it a slight sweetness, which was weird. It just did. It perked up the actual cigar itself, and it kind of reminds me of that because it's got that sweetness to it. So yeah.
That's not the most pikey thing I've ever heard.
Have you never done that?
Well, you dip it in brandy usually.
Yeah, but I don't know. I was playing darts at the time, whatever. Beer was there.
He was really pissed that he dropped it in his beer.
It turned out quite nice. I continued to do this accidentally on purpose.
There you go. We do 2 marks out of 10. One thought it's supposed to taste like a name, does it live up to it? And our personal take on these flavours. Do you want to hit first for what it's supposed to taste like?
It tastes like a cigar. It does. I mean, as you go down the nicotine strength, you're getting a little bit of a sweeter cigar, but to me that's only a good thing. So if you don't mind a slight sweetness on your cigars if you're doing the lower strengths, or if you're at the 24, then it's only a very, very mild back of on the XL rather than the sweetness on that one. But yeah, 10. It is a cigar.
For me, what it's supposed to taste like? Yeah, it tastes like a cigar. As we said, it tastes like a Hamlet miniature. That is a cigar. So yeah, it tastes like a cigar. And as William said, as you go down, it does get a little bit of sweetness going on. And again, I agree with him. I think that's a good thing. So yeah, I'm going to give it 10 for what it's supposed to taste like.
For me, I actually used to like cigars. I used to smoke them all the time, and I don't mind a cigar flavoured juice every now and then. I mean, it would probably well be going instead of a tobacco e-liquid, to be honest, if I wanted that kind of hit. Yeah, I'm going to say 10.
Okay, for me personally, well, you see from the amount that you see, in fact, there's only half a mil left in this 12. I really like this juice. I dripped it for about 2 or 3 days straight, to be honest with you, and I was more than happy. So yeah, I'm going to give this one a 10. If I can drip a juice for that long and not need to change up, then it's definitely a 10. So 10 for me. Lovely stuff. I think we're pretty much done.
Yeah.
Pretty much done. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I've been Mr. Proton. This has been The Worm. Check out E-Smokeless. See you soon again.